It's... Dove, it's you! Good on Krill Garen to send you. I was worried the Hierophant might get away after all. Managed to get into a pretty good spot here. Ain't getting gutted just yet, so I'd be obliged to get me out before that comes. Gnomes always seem friendly enough, but these Praetorians ain't messing around. They'll kill anyone that gets in their way. It must be something to do with this book. It's got to be something important, like getting me out of here. Oh, you mean the beloved guide of the travellers? More like the pompous despot what got me locked in here. The Hierophant's will is what got me locked in here. I'd love to tell you more after you get me out. I was set up. The Hierophant sent me here to steal an old book, the Missives of Sable, from some Jotun. Sounded easy enough, but I was ambushed by a troop of gnomish Praetorians searching for the missives. They want that book, Dove, and they'll kill both of us for interfering. Steal the cell key, or pick the lock and get my tools, and I can sneak out. Or you can beat the gnomes to the missives, and bargain our way to freedom. Well, it's what everyone here came for, isn't it? Some bloody old tome. But it must be real valuable to cause all this. Thing is, neither the gnomes or I got it, which means it's deeper in the stronghold with the Jotun. Find it, and we can buy our way out. It's an assortment of tools I use when I pull jobs. No good traveller steals his living without the tools of the trade. Since these gnomes are on such high alert, I'll need them tools to escape from here, if I'm to have a head at the end of this. I can't just walk out, so you'll have to recover my tools, bust the lock, or steal the key to open the cell. Or, if you can get to the Missives of Sable, the book both the gnomes and I came for, you could bargain our way to freedom. Hurry!
This area is now under Gnomish control. We won't tolerate any infractions of justice here. This area is now under Gnomish control.
Another traveller? This place is lousy with your kind. If you think you'll get any better than that one in the cell, wait a moment. You have the sacred text. Surrender it to me at once. It is not your concern. That will suffice. No interest in your meaningless chatter. You're the traveller. The fool blundered in as though we were nothing but dumb animals. We quickly showed him what he was up against. Give the missives to me, and you can have whatever it is that you wish. The thief is free to go as promised. You may have the key to his cell. Now both of you, get out of here!
Dove, I don't know how long these gnome Praetorians will be keen on keeping me alive. Are you close to freeing me? I hate giving those damn Praetorians what they want, but it was the only real way, weren't it? It's all the fault of the damned Hierophant. But now that I'm free, we'll just see how much our dear leader will regret leading me to this cell. I'm making myself scarce, Dove, and you best do the same. but I'll be seeing you before too long. Count on it. Hurry!
You have freed Grim. That was well done of you. I heard that he is now on a mission of his own, but I know not where. I wish him well. But his accusations of the Hierophant's betrayal are disconcerting. Would the Hierophant truly go so far to quell one voice of dissension? Your jobs here are finished. It is time you go to Moon Camp in the plains of Erethel. The leader of that camp, Irian Tal, will have work waiting. May the wind be at your back.
Finally, we found the last person we need after all. I'm Helig Cross. I'm leading an expedition to the land south of Dalentarth, the Teeth of Naros, and we could use another strong back. A mage is always good to have on an expedition like this, except for Cash, but maybe he'll come around. During one of my other campaigns, I chanced upon a diary of an Almain monk, Denric the Crazed. Said he found a way to the land south of Dalentarth. After reading what he found there, cities of gold, fountains of sapphires, I decided I wanted to see this land for myself. Been a mercenary for about 20 years now. Toured with the Warsworn, but didn't take quite as much pride in the work as they wanted. So I struck out on my own. You can make a fair bit of coin selling your sword to keep a farm or two safe. Not that I'll need to anymore. Sverri's got a fairly good head on her shoulders. She's only got eyes for gold, but there's plenty for all on this trip. When it comes to navigating ruins, there's no one I trust more. We're in the foothills of the Teeth right now. It's not the easiest place to reach, sheer cliffs of stone, and few passes through them. Few facts. The only record of a successful journey there was by an Almain missionary named Denric, returned half dead and maddened to hell. He claimed the southern land as home to a miraculous city, wrought of gold and trimmed with silver. Even said it floated above the earth. If you can believe it. It's hard country, damn impossible to find a pass in the mountains, but if I'm right, this cavern will take us under them. Denric was crazed, but I don't hold him a liar. I can overlook some bogeyman's tales if there's riches to be had. Can you? Because Denric wrote of more than wealth. Tales of giant men, tall as houses, that slaughter any who approach. It took weeks even to convince Cash and Sverri to join me. With a fourth, we can take a bigger haul without sharing too much of it. Then we only need to begin. I've seen to all the logistics and all the preparations for the journey. Meet us in the southern passage. Let's try to cover as much ground as we can. It's the cave next to camp. I heard rumors that it was filled with artifacts that none had ever seen before. Strange carvings and huge works of stone. I don't know how dangerous it is, but I advise against being too carefree inside. We should go in as a group. Stay close.
What? Stay close. I don't like this place. Something mysterious in the air here. Cranwins don't normally keep company with men like Hellick, but he knows the way, so I need him.
Stay close. Don't know how much experience you have with caves like these, but there's always something you need to look out for. The mage is more used to seeing women in skirts, but I've caught him leering more than a few times nonetheless. Let's hope his spellcraft is more potent than his stares. Hellick knows his stuff, even if he's a bit trusting. I don't know if we'll find riches, but I bet we'll find something. Glad that's done with.
The time of deliverance is almost nigh. The teeth of Narus have gone untamed since the rocks were young, since the wind was but a child. And now, my chosen people stand on the precipice of taming this land, or succumbing to it. I thought once that none could change the stars of this world. But at last, one has come who can. Come, thou faithless one, I beckon thee.
Don't be rash. Don't be rash.
Yes?
What the hell is that thing?
This... what is it? It looks like it's made of stone. But this stain... this is blood. This thing is flesh! I'm not going to stick around and find out what killed this thing. This whole damn place is cursed.
Damn Craven. Don't know what Cash was getting so worked up for. Just a statue somebody toppled over and got all bloody. Let the mage run to his mother. We don't need him. We don't even know if it was a corpse. Could have been a statue that an Etten decorated with some entrails or something. I can't believe that Craven mage.
What is it?
Wait a moment. I don't like the look of this hallway up ahead. This is Sferry's area of expertise. Let her take the lead here. What was that? First the mage turns coward, then Sferry dies doing the one thing she's supposed to be suited for. Is this some sort of joke? What's next? Are you going to reveal you're really just a kobold with a bad case of mange? Clearly, I should be more thorough when recruiting my expeditions. Fine, let's just keep moving. We'll manage on our own from here. We keep going. Cash proved to be useless, and Sverry's not helping anyone anymore. Looks like it was always up to us. With just two of us, we'll have to try and manage as best we can. It won't be easy, but I thought something like this could happen. Come, we must make Sverry's death mean something. What in the hell were those things? I've never seen anything like them. I heard of the dangers of the southern land, but are the gods themselves conspiring against us? Hold on a moment. One of those damn beasts hit me worse than I thought. I think I need to rest for a while. Here, I'm going to wait here. Scout the passage ahead, and see if you can find a place to make camp. Will you stop fussing over me? It's not doing either of us any good for you to stay here. We need to find some place to make camp. I'll take it, but I'll wait until I really need to use it. Be a shame to waste the thing, wouldn't it? Now get going. I need to rest. Discover what you can, and come back to me. I'll be fine. Get going.
And so, after centuries, it has come to pass. The cipher has reached thy hands, Beckett. At last, my work can be completed. One who watched and waited for decades and centuries and eons, and all for this day when thou wouldst come before me. I have read the fates of this world to find thee, unfated one. Much rests on your shoulders, but I have one more burden to lay upon thy brow. Dost thou not know thy faith? Thou wast chosen, Beckett, as one of my devoted. Thou art blessed with my wisdom, and I have watched thee grow. Thou, who art free from fate, shall cast down the tapestry and complete my works. I do not ask thee to abandon thy path, unfated one. I only desire to bring about a needed change. I will open the way for thee to reach the teeth of Naros. Seek the Primos, and thy duty will be made clear in time. Bear me no ill will for this labor, Beckett, for only thou can perform it. Go, and with my blessing, let me resume my ancient work once more.